Let's talk about acne before your period. Why is this happening? What does it mean? And more importantly, how can we stop it for good? Here we go. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Kat. I'm a holistic nutritionist, and in this channel, I help you clear acne and other chronic skin issues holistically, so from the inside out. And I love sharing my overall wellness tips, healthy lifestyle tips, just because when we live healthier and well-balanced lifestyles, we just feel better about ourselves. We feel more confident. And speaking of feeling confident, acne is definitely something that crushes our confidence and make us feel very insecure. So if you are somebody that has been dealing with acne, chronic acne for years, and you just don't even know where to start, you've done the birth control pills, you've done the Accutane, maybe you've even done spironolactone, lifestyle changes, diet changes, and maybe even skincare products, and you're still not seeing results, I would definitely recommend my free masterclass, Clear Your Skin in 30 Minutes. There's so much good insight in there, and I really dive into why acne is happening in the first place, and obviously how you can break free from it, how you can break up with the breakouts. If you want to learn more about it, I'm gonna leave the link down below. All right, let's get into today's topic, which is breakouts, hormonal acne, whatever you want to call it. They're messing up the mood, they're messing up the vibe. Not only are you getting other PMS symptoms, you're also getting acne. You're probably at the point now where you're just like, okay, I don't even need to track my period because the acne is always so consistent and it won't let up. I already know when my period's about to come. If you are feeling like that, we're gonna dive right in, and I'm gonna explain to you why this could be happening. So let's break this down, and I want you to take mental notes to see if the other PMS symptoms I'm gonna be mentioning are also showing up for you with acne. We know that PMS symptoms like tender breasts, cramps, bloating, and even headaches, which is a big one, can all be signs of excess estrogen in the body. And because breakouts before your period or hormonal acne can be a sign also of PMS, then what could be happening is you may be experiencing higher levels of estrogen in ratio to progesterone in the phase right before your period, which is your luteal phase. So I want you to think about how you feel about 2 weeks before your period. You might feel extra moody, extra sensitive. Maybe you do have some headaches. You also notice acne. All these can be signs of what's going on in your luteal phase, but also throughout your cycle. Women are lucky in that way where we do have our menstrual cycle, so we can, figure out what's going on with our bodies a little bit better than men can. Another way you can tell if you're experiencing too much estrogen or estrogen dominance in your body is just taking a look at your period. Do you often bleed a lot? Are you experiencing a heavy flow? These can all be signs of just too much estrogen, because estrogen is that hormone that builds up the uterine lining, which makes it all nice and cozy for a possible pregnancy. But if we don't end up getting pregnant during the month, then we shed that uterine lining. So when we're building it up too much because of that estrogen, we are going to experience heavy flows. This is what I mean when I always say our bodies are constantly speaking to us. We just got to make sure we listen and, of course, educate ourselves more. It's also important to say that I don't want to paint estrogen as like this big bad hormone. It's actually a beautiful hormone. We wouldn't be women without estrogen. The problem does happen when it just starts dominating a little bit too much, because it can throw our other hormones off, like progesterone. So we want to make sure that we keep it in check. And you're probably wondering, all right, Kat, how do I do that? Let me know what I need to do, because I am tired of these breakouts. I'm tired of these PMS symptoms, and I got you, all right? But before I share some of the tips, I just want to let you know that your body already knows what to do. Your body is very resilient, and it can rebalance itself. The thing that we have to do is give it the right tools, which is what I want to get into next. So the first thing you want to do is optimize detoxification, so that we are detoxing estrogen and we're not reabsorbing it, and it's not getting stuck in our tissues, because estrogen is that powerful. It will end up in our tissues. So before you jump on like a juice cleanse and all of that, that's definitely not the way to do it. I want to make sure I say that because so many of us are looking for like that quick fix when it comes to detoxing, and we don't need to do that. Our bodies detox every single day without us even knowing it, but there are ways that we can help it the right way. The first thing I would suggest is taking in more fiber. So don't go ahead and just start eating fiber like crazy, because if you're not used to it, it can cause some gut discomfort, and it can just make symptoms and matters worse. You want to make sure that you eat the right fiber, and you want to make sure that you take it slow. So the fibers I recommend are a raw carrot. I talk about raw carrot salads all the time here on my channel. If you want to learn more about it, I'm gonna leave this video right here. The reason why I recommend fiber in general is because fiber works really well to sweep up excess estrogen and just excess hormones and take it out of the body. And raw carrot salads are really good at that. So I made a video on it, and people were thinking that I'm suggesting eating a raw carrot because it's high in vitamin A, which is no, not the point. Carrots aren't really even high in vitamin A. It's high in beta carotene, which our body then has to convert to vitamin A. And a lot of people do have trouble converting that. So we're not eating carrots for the vitamin A. I just want to make that clear. We're doing it for the fiber, because carrots, specifically raw, are really good for removing excess estrogen out of the body. Whew. The next fiber I would recommend are beans. And I know you're probably thinking, okay, I can't do beans. My stomach doesn't agree with me. The thing I will say about beans is take it slow and make sure that it's well cooked beans. You don't want to eat raw beans. I find that it causes discomfort and it's way harder to digest. But the reason why I'm adding beans onto this list is because it can be just so powerful at sweeping up and removing excess hormones out of the body. And I mean, who doesn't love some rice and beans? I mean, come on. Stewed prunes are the next type of fiber I would recommend. This is especially good if you're somebody that has been dealing with a lot of constipation lately, or maybe you're having trouble moving your bowels. I would definitely recommend trying this out. It is so gentle and it's so good for just helping you go to the bathroom and release more waste, which is definitely something we want to do when it comes to releasing excess estrogen in the body. I'm gonna leave the video on how I prepare it right here. The next thing you're going to want to do when it comes to controlling excess estrogen and really balancing out your hormones is by supporting your liver health. You've heard me talk about it many times. The liver is our main detoxifying organ, and it helps break down all the hormones that are used up in our bodies. And when our livers get sluggish, we will start seeing a lot of PMS issues, especially acne, show up on the skin. So we want to do everything we can to support liver health. Some of the things you can do is minimize your alcohol intake. This is huge because alcohol is very estrogenic. It will increase estrogen in the body when we are drinking too much of it. And of course, it's a burden on the liver when we're just drinking a lot in general. So that's the number one thing you should really focus on. The other things you could do is start incorporating herbs into your diet. So milk thistle, dandelion tea, I speak about both of them a lot. They have been very helpful in my acne healing and my overall wellness journey. The other thing that you can do to help take the burden off the liver is sweating more, right? So because our liver is our main detox organ, we want to find ways on how we can support our other detoxification organs like our skin, so we can sweat more and we can release more just toxins out of our sweat. That really helps just support the liver in a different way. The next tip I want to give you is hands down the most important one, and I probably should have mentioned it earlier, and that is managing stress. We all know stress can cause so much havoc, not only on our skin, but on our overall health, and especially when it comes to estrogen dominance, because cortisol, which is our main stress hormone, when that increases because of stress, it decreases our progesterone levels. So cortisol rises, progesterone falls. Remember, everything in the body is connected, and we want to make sure that we are taking a look at the stressors in our life so that we can help balance out our hormones better. And it really does start with stress. So of course, managing your stress through meditation, visualization, journaling, EFT tapping, getting outside, being in nature, spending time with people who make you feel good. These are all important things. Another actionable way you can really start managing your stress is by taking a magnesium supplement. I like magnesium glycinate. I believe the brand that I take down below. The reason why magnesium is so good for you is because it's often called the anti-stress mineral, and it often gets depleted when we are stressed or when we're going through stress. Remember, stress comes in many different forms, and one of the ways it can come is through minerals and vitamin deficiency. So I definitely recommend magnesium. Take it consistently. Another reason why magnesium could be really good for you when it comes to your cycle is because magnesium can really help lessen and minimize cramps and bloating. So if you ever get some type of chocolate craving before or during your period, that could be your body's way of telling you that it needs more magnesium, because chocolate is rich in magnesium. Our bodies are always speaking to us. So I know this can seem a little overwhelming, but like I always say, little changes every single day create big results. Just add in a few things that I mentioned in this video. You don't have to do it all, but even just adding a few things, I promise if you stay consistent, you're gonna end up seeing results. Thumbs up if you found this video helpful, and please let us know. The people want to know if you end up trying anything that I mentioned in this video and how it worked for you, all right? So make sure you come back and share updates. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.